Oh. Do you ever get the feeling that the world is just against you no matter what you do? I seem to be having one of those weeks where nothing is going right. This is now day 2 of me trying to record this video. I have had microphone problems, recording problems, computer problems, and today I have the council cutting down trees outside my window. So I've had to change locations in the apartment. Anyone who's had a lesson with me will know where I'm sitting because they'll recognise this behind me. Those of you that have not had a lesson with me, you won't know where I am, so it doesn't matter anyways. Anyhows, hey up, Mr. Josh here, and welcome to video number 3 for Listening and Understanding. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to stop this video now, click on the link down below that takes you to my website, where you'll be able to download a question sheet for a video. When you open up the question sheet, you'll see a link that takes you to YouTube and the video the questions are related to. Watch the video as many times as you like, answer the questions, and when you're finished, you come back to this video where I will tell you how many answers you got wrong. Quite a few, I'm guessing, because this one is South African, so there's a good accent here to try and get your head around. Also, if you're new here, please click on the old subscribe thing. And if you find this video useful, it improves your understanding and listening, hit the like button as well, because I need the attention. I'm a very needy person. And besides which, I'm doing this for free. I mean, come on. Not like I'm asking you to pay me, is it? So, this video is Dan Mace, the story of Brew. Dan Mace, you might remember from the last video with Casey Neistat. He's a South African commercial film director who has now decided to cross over to YouTube on the encouragement of Casey Neistat. In this video, he explains the story of brew. And brew is a South African slang word meaning... Actually, I can't tell you what it means because it's one of the questions. I'm not going to tell you what it means. Figure it out for yourself. Okay, so I have my trusty tablet. Let's get into it. The story of brew. Question 1. The video opens up on a beach in South Africa. What is Dan Mace holding between his teeth? Dan Mace is holding a greetings card, and a red one at that. Now, if you put postcard, you are wrong. It is not a postcard. A postcard is rather like these pictures behind me. It's something that you send when you're on holiday, having a crap day, wish I was back in England, blah, 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 see you soon. That's a postcard. It's a thing you send in the post, and it's just like one picture. A greetings card is more for like Christmas, birthdays, anniversaries, get well soon. It's a thing that you open up, it's got a little personal message in it. That's a greetings card, it's not a postcard. Moving on. Question number 2. And my battery is dying, so I'm going to be really quick about this. Question number 2. According to Dan, 2018 was a year that celebrated what type of people on social media? Well, that will be misfits. Mainly people who do not conform to the norm. People like me. I'm a misfit, always have been all my life. Whatever everyone else is doing, I'm going that way. I don't care, I'm not following the norms. Question number 3. Dan says that this video is for and about misfits. True or false? It is false. He doesn't say this is about you, he says this isn't about you. I'm guessing right at this minute you're starting to hate me already. Good. Question number 4. What types of people are now seen as the new age black sheep of society? Well, that would be normal people. The people that do the boring jobs. As he says, and I'll quote you for here, people deemed uncreative, paper pusher, predictable, stereotyped and conventional. Or as he says, people that actually make the world spin round. Basically, people that people like me consider to be boring, normal and safe. Question number 5. Dan explains that 8 years ago he was far too scared to speak on camera, but he has now transitioned from a follower to a creator. From a watcher to a maker. From a lone wanderer to wandering together. Oh, sweet. Question number 6. Dan says that he owes it all to you, Brew. What does brew mean? And you probably would have to Google this to find out. But basically, brew is South African slang in the same way as bro is in America. It means brother or close friend. Someone that you have some kind of affection for. Brew. Why don't I just say bro? Why do I have to say brew? I don't know. I guess everyone wants to be different these days. By the way, if you download the answer sheet, which you probably should do anyways to check your answers, you'll see there's a link there and it will take you to, I think it's Urban Dictionary, where it explains it a bit more than I do. Okay? Moving on. Question number 7. Dan says that the card he has made is not linked to anything religious or spiritual. So what is it linked to? Basically, the card is linked to this story. It's that simple. No great drama, it's linked to the story. Question number 8. When he opens up the card, it says, "Brew, brew, black sheep." Which famous nursery rhyme is this a parody of? Well, this is a parody of the English nursery rhyme called Bar Bar Black Sheep. Again, if you download the answer sheet, you'll see a link to a page that tells you all about Bar Bar Black Sheep, which was a nursery rhyme that I used to have to sing many moons ago in school, and is now banned in a lot of schools in England because it's considered to be racist. Even though if you actually look at what the words are, there's nothing racist about it. Everyone is just looking to be offended these days. Anyway, moving on. Question number 9. He begins to tell the story of Brew and Wolf. What was the one simple code these two characters had? Their one simple code was to never venture to the land beyond the railway road. Now, I don't know if you had a problem with this one as well, but when I heard railway road, it made me sort of like, what? No, it's railway tracks or railway lines, or at least it is for me as an English person. Maybe railway road is a South African thing, I don't know, but it made me stop and think, no, that doesn't sound right. But hey, maybe I just haven't lived enough. Question number 10. What was the main characteristic of Wolf? Well, Wolf, he was a leader by default, as you see by the step things that he shows in the little animation. So he's basically the one in charge, the lone wolf, the alpha male. Sorry, I don't know why I went off into that. I'm having a strange day, trust me on this. Question number 11. Which of the two characters broke the code and was lost to the world on the other side of the railway road? Well, pretty simple, it's the wolf. I mean, come on, you see it in the animation, it's not difficult. If you got that one wrong, give it up now. Seriously, just give up. Question number 12. While Brew was being patient and studying, what happened to Wolf? Wolf had been impatient and had peaked too early. So, peak too soon comes from learning. Say you want to take an exam and the exam level is up here and your level is down here. You want to get better till you reach that point of perfection at the same time as the exam. That is the perfect moment. Because with all learning, you get better and better, and then you hit a point where you seem to become more and more stupid with every passing day, not better. So if you peak too early, you became your very best at the wrong point. Question number 13. Brew sees an old art piece and thinks, that can't be me, surely. Who drew the art piece? Well, that will be the wolf. Question 14. Wolf and Brew make the perfect team because their natural qualities complement each other. What are the 6 qualities? This is quite easy. You just had to pause the video and write it down. But the qualities were Wolf, rich in life experience, fearless and great esteem. Brew, diligent, consistent and giving. By the way, esteem is to believe in yourself. You might have heard the expression to have great self-esteem, meaning I really believe in what I do. I know what I'm doing. I wish I had some of that. Moving on. Question 15. The short animation is actually a true story. Who is the story really about? Well, the story is actually about Dan as the wolf and his sister Lisa as Brew. Question 16. Both Dan and Lisa live in big cities now. Lisa in Cape Town, but where does Dan live? Well, Dan, at the time of that video, was living in New York. I don't know where he is now, actually. I think he might be back in New York. He sort of flips backwards and forwards between South Africa and New York. But you should check out his channel, if nothing else, and find out where he is these days. Question 17. Dan and Lisa now have very different lives. Who is the artistic one of the pair? Well, that would be Dan. As a commercial film director, he's obviously an artistic lovey and moves in the world of the beautiful people. Whereas Lisa is a lawyer or attorney or solicitor or whichever particular word you want to use. Question 18. According to Dan, who should we be celebrating? The social media misfits or people that don't seek fame and glory? Well, as he says, the people that don't seek fame and glory, people that make the world spin, because they're the people that provide the misfits and creative people with a platform on which to live, YouTube. So I suppose by that definition, I am definitely a misfit. Happy days! Question 19. As Dan wraps up his video, he says that the card he is holding is a gift to which group of people? Basically, the card is a gift to all the people that deserved praise but didn't get it because they just quietly get on with their lives and do their work. You know, they get up, have breakfast, go to work, come home, look after the family, go to bed, and just repeat the thing again and again and again. I guess they call them normal people or regular people. Never tried it myself, I just can't be doing with it. I think the longest time I've ever had a regular job is 1.5 years. And that was a really long year for me. So, last question, question 20. Dan has made this video as an example of what he believes we should all be doing. What does he want us all to do? So basically what he's saying is, let's stop and take notice of the people that help the rest of us function. The people that aren't seeking fame or glory. In this world of me, where everyone wants to be a YouTube celebrity. Oops, never mind. Or they want to be Instagram famous, or they want to be an influencer. You know, for every one of those, there's 1,000 people that are just going to work and keeping the rest of us alive. They're the ones that keep the supermarkets open, that keep the streets clean, that keep the lights on. And maybe they deserve a bit of a celebration for doing the things that the misfits don't want to do. So that was it. How was it for you? How was the old South African accent? Did you struggle with it? Because the 4 students that I sent this video to, I think all of them said they hated the South African accent. It was really difficult to get their head round. And I hear this quite a lot from pretty much everyone. It seems to be one of the least understandable accents next to people from Texas. Texas is the other accent that everyone seems to universally complain about. That's life. So I hope you found some new words and phrases like brew. And stay tuned because next week it will be tiny houses, which is probably something you have no idea what I'm talking about, but it will become very clear next week. And don't worry, no South African accent, it's just traditional American people speaking in a regular sort of way. Kind of. Just an odd subject. So anyway, I'm going to go and try and edit this video. I'm probably going to be here till 3 or 4 in the morning. And then probably collapse into bed and cry myself to sleep with a bottle of whiskey. So before I go completely insane, hit the subscribe button, will you? And also maybe click on this playlist and see a few more videos because I need the attention. I need the love. Well, bye for now.